I love us. Hear me out, ladies. I love us. But today, I might lose a few of y'all because some shit needs to be said out loud. Every man ain't a narcissist. Every boundary ain't controlling. And every quiet man ain't emotionally unavailable. Every woman ain't the victim just because she the woman. And sometimes, sis, you are the toxic one. Some of these men did it. And others just been doing time for crimes that they did not commit. So today, y'all gonna have to jump me because I'm testifying for the defense. Today, I'm freeing the guys.
Yeah.
Come on, you know what we doing. Jumping in this bitch so we can go catch a gal outside. Yet again. Welcome back to another episode of Catch a Gal Outside. I'm your host, Stoney, per usual. I'm not going anywhere. Today, we got something real good lined up for the fellas. I like to call this one myself, Free the Guys. And by freeing the guys, I do not mean that all you niggas is free. Some of you niggas is in the exact jail you need to be in. But we gonna talk about it. I'm gonna give y'all some little tips of the, trade. Probably gonna get me kicked out the group chat, but it's okay, ladies. Jump me later. We need to love on our fellas. So this one is for y'all. I decided to pitch what I originally had and come with something new because my fellas is out here getting mistreated. Y'all has got my men, my bros locked away for crimes and doing time that they ain't even did. They ain't did nothing wrong. So my episode today, like I said, is Free the Guys. I'm gonna have some fun stuff for y'all. I'm actually taking it to the street. I don't know. I'm inspired this episode. So like I said, I'm gonna have some little footage for y'all at the end. The Catch a Gal Outside is actually gonna be a Catch a Guy Outside. And we gonna go talk to some of my bros, some of my friends. We gonna get the male perspective. We're gonna ask some questions. We're gonna get some confessions. I'm sure we're gonna get some laughs. So that should be fun. I also have my mic lit red for this episode. Like I said, I swooped it on in over another episode I already had planned, recorded, simply because I had a motherfucking ball this weekend. Immortal souls, my immortal family, sisters of soul, y'all don't owe me a motherfucking thing. I had a time had me, drunk had me. Like I told y'all before, I am the president of 314 Gals, and we be outside showing all kind of love, getting all kind of love. And this weekend, my bros with Immortal Souls had, I think it was called the Stop the Violence annual weekend. So they raised some money, did some good shit. I was fucking with it. We turned they shit sideways. Like I said, they don't owe me nothing. We'll actually be back there this week for one of my gals' birthdays. So, I mean, if y'all want to really catch a gal outside, that's where we'll be. But anyway, back to the meat of why we here. Today's episode, Free the Guys, is for the fellas because it's not just the men. And I'm real enough to know that. So, again, this ain't a man can't do nothing wrong episode, nor is this a woman bashing episode. This is just an episode where we get to the uncomfortable middle, where the good men get punished for what bad men did. Hurt women become hurtful women. Hear me? Hurt women become hurtful women, or vice versa. Hurt men become hurtful men. Men use silence to avoid accountability. Women use emotions to avoid accountability. Men get told to communicate, then regret what they revealed. Women want vulnerability, but don't always know how to handle vulnerable men. So, you know how they say, be careful what you ask for. Everybody wants grace while keeping receipts on everybody else. So, I guess I'm asking today, are we actually holding men accountable? Or have some of us gotten comfortable making men pay for shit that somebody else did? So my big question is, what do men get blamed for unfairly? To start, we got to set the tone for what we're talking about. So For me, and again, this is Stoney's opinion. This is not law. I've done no research or study. This is just observation and experience, you know what I'm saying? And a little bit of sprinkle with a little knowledge. That's all it is. Give me a little drink. I'm doing that stuff again. I have my good vibes cup today. Super good vibes for the fellas that we friend. I'm sorry, ladies. Y'all gonna have to jump me later. So, my first one that I have on here is men needing space. So, I feel like this is something that always causes conflict. I'm not going to say always because all women aren't the same, but it does tend to create conflict for, who you talking to, why you don't want to be around me or that kind of thing. So, it's just kind of man needs solitude without it being rejection. So, is your man needing space okay? Men not expressing pain like women do. So women may cry, vent, call friends, journal, post, talk, and men just kind of work, sleep, drink, play the game, sit in the car, disappear into a hobby, get quiet. So the question there is, are we calling them emotionally unavailable because they don't feel, or are we calling them emotionally unavailable because they don't feel like we do, or show their feelings in a way that we recognize? Men wanting sex. Can a man desire sex frequently without automatically being considered sex obsessed or a nympho, or, he wants sex too much? And on the other side, when does a woman repeatedly rejecting her partner physically become something the relationship actually needs to address? So at what point are you holding out to your nigga too much? Like, bitch, that ain't cute. Nobody owes anybody their body, but, I always saw that as problematic. It would be problematic for me. I date women, so if my girl just kept rejecting me, especially without explanation that I can understand, communicate back. But yeah, we not gonna pretend like constant rejection doesn't affect a man. You know what I'm saying? Women be wondering why they nigga straight off. Well, he's tried to do it to you 27 times this week, So, moving on, men wanting respect. So women talk heavily about needing emotional safety, and men often say, I need respect. And what does disrespect actually look like to a man? So correcting him in public, embarrassing him around his friends, comparing his money to another man, talking to him crazy because you're angry, using something he confided in you with during an argument. So I guess that poses a very uncomfortable question. Do some women expect men to tolerate behavior from them that we would immediately label abusive, toxic, or controlling if the genders were reversed? So that's what we tapping into, y'all. Like, I really be, like I said, watching some of my bros and some of my friends go through some shit that be having me feeling like, damn, let up or relax. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I thought it would be cute. We're going to free the guys today. So it's more of a figurative, title. It doesn't, it's more figurative, but like I said, I'm giving y'all some little tips, some little, you know what I'm saying, some shit that I probably ain't supposed to be telling y'all, but I'm doing it. Fuck it, I'm gonna help y'all. Help me help y'all. So yeah. Moving on from that, like I said, that's some of the shit that I feel like men get, men get accused of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the man and not the woman, when we all have to look at ourselves and understand the role that we play. So anyway, moving forward, men have feelings too. They're just weird about that shit. That's my stance with that. You would be crazy to believe that a man doesn't feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody feels. They feel something, even if it's not a good feeling, or, even if it's not a bad feeling, they feel something. So who taught them how to be a man? A lot of boys heard, stop crying, man up, don't be soft. You let a girl do that to you. Then at 30, his girlfriend asks, why can't you communicate your emotions? Baby, they spent 20 years beating the language out of him. Like, motherfuckers been telling him he can't talk all his life, or, making it, not validating that maybe he has something to say, or, not caring what he has, or that he has something to say. So you have to be, you know what I'm saying, conscious of that kind of thing. Like, men and women are raised different. Men and women are raised with different goals. You know what I'm saying? We're set off to do different things in life. And upbringings can absolutely play a role in who they become in adult years. That's not an excuse to not be an accountable adult, but I'm just saying. When men don't feel safe, being vulnerable. So I know this is a lot of men. I know this is a lot of my bros, but have you ever begged a man to open up, then threw what he told you back in his face when you got mad? Because if you did, you taught him something. Not that emotions are healthy. You taught him that he was not safe. Now, I am this type of person. Like, I will open up out the gate, you know what I'm saying, as long as I feel like that I can trust you. But the very moment that I feel like that trust is betrayed, or what I've told you is being used against me, or in some sense, gone. Trust gone. So I absolutely understand where a man is coming from when he feel like he's opened up, or he's, said something to a woman, or he's been vulnerable and he's gotten, mocked or mistreated in return. I totally understand it. I'm not going to act like I'm not human and like men are not human and I don't get it. I totally get it. So men in depression. Some men don't say I'm falling apart. They start sleeping differently, working constantly, withdrawing, getting irritated, not having sex, drinking more, stopping hobbies, going quiet. And sometimes everybody asks, why is he acting funny? Instead of, is this man okay? That's a big one for me. I have to check on my men. You got to check on the king, because sometimes these men are not okay. And if it's a man that struggles with communication or doesn't know how to communicate, it's not that they don't want to tell you. Sometimes it's just that they don't know how to. And I'm not saying pry, fellas. You got to meet us. You know what I'm saying? Where you at? We coming where you at. You got to meet us there. But what I am saying is, consider sometimes that it's not you, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this man actually going through something. Women are so quick to feel like men don't go through nothing, or they weak, or the women do everything and blah blah blah. But again, our men need TLC too. So like I said, keep that into consideration. It's not always a nigga acting funny. He may be actually going through something. We tell black men to be vulnerable, but do we actually make room for black male vulnerability when it's pretty, romantic, articulate, or convenient? That's the question. Do you really want your man to be vulnerable, or is it only a situation where when it's cute? You know what I'm saying? You got to pick a side. So with the first thing I said, like I said, what are the men being, falsely accused of or charged for? And then rounding it up with that they have feelings too. They just don't really know how to communicate it. I'm going to go ahead and, ladies, I already said it. I'm about to violate the group chat, the NDA. But fellas, come drawn in, because I'm about to tell y'all some shit. I'm going to give y'all a few secrets. And some fellas may be more seasoned than others, and y'all already may know these secrets, may already know some of this tea, or some of these maneuvers to women. But like I said, if you don't, I'm dropping some gems. Secret number 1: sometimes she already knows. I'm not even going to say sometimes. 9 times out of 10 10 times out of 10, she knows. Especially if depending on the question that she asking, because it might not be a question, it might be an interrogation. You know what I'm saying? She's checking whether your answer matches the information that she already has. She already knows some shit. She just trying to see if your dumb ass gonna come up off of it, or she gotta drop her information. So fellas, start being more cautious. We be checking for the lie. If we asking, we know something. So either you gonna come up off the information, or you need to figure out a better way to fucking lie. That's secret number 1. Don't say I never gave y'all nothing. Secret number 2: the group chat may know way too much about you. Ladies, shut the fuck up. Here you go. The argument, your sex life, that embarrassing thing you did, nigga, when you got out the car and your butt crack was showing. When your homeboys, your big homie took your money out your motherfucking pocket, your dick, your mama, your sister, your brother. Sir, we may have had a committee meeting in that motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. Yo, weird habits, your booger picking, all that shit. It's in the group chat. Yeah, it's the ladies' fault too, cause we gotta stop telling everything, but that's what we do. That's how the fuck we get through day life. Women go through way too much motherfucking shit to be holding out, waiting on the opportunity for a nigga to want to communicate. So before y'all judge us, but ladies, we also need to discuss whether telling our friends everything about our relationship is actually even healthy. Other than getting it off our chest, is it healthy? Because if we still gonna go back and, you know what I'm saying, deal with the shit, at some point our friends ain't gonna like the motherfuckers, especially if it's complaining. Because I'm not saying that everything in the group chat is bad. We just be telling everything like shit. We can't wait to go run and tell our friends. And like I said, with it being healthy, for one, we, like I said in my previous episode, we fall out with each other, these women, and now they throwing everything we done told them about our shit, all the group chat, the screenshots and all this shit all up in the streets. So that, and then when it comes to forgiving them, yeah, you forgave him, but Keisha still hate that nigga. So now we over here trying to have a motherfucking Friendsgiving, and Keisha over here eyeballing your dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't forget that shit my friends told me, bitch. Because if y'all friends anything like my friends, bitch, all I gotta do is the signal, bitch. They ain't forget. They don't go, I don't give a fuck how Cheerio they look in your motherfucking face. They ain't forgot on my soul. Secret number 3. And these ain't even really secrets, but some of this shit these dumbass niggas don't know. It's some dumbass niggas out here that don't know shit. Sometimes women test men. We pull back, we change energy, we stop initiating, we mention another man, we post something strategic, wait to see if he'll notice, then call his reaction proof. Okay? But baby, if you created the experiment, don't act shocked when something explode in the laboratory. That's all I'm saying. But we do it. If it explode, it explode. But we be having to run our little moves. We do be testing niggas. Niggas need to be tested. And I, for a fact, have been absolutely tested by at least one motherfucking nigga in my life. And he said it out his motherfucking mouth. It was the dumbest fucking test. I almost made him miss out on this good thing. But women do be testing. That's the point. Secret number 4. Sometimes we want jealousy because it feels like desire. Now, my friend helped me throw this in her, and she ain't wrong, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say like the controlling kind of jealousy, like a little, you know, like, who the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you see, yeah, like a little something, you know what I'm saying? That make a motherfucker feel wanted, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't talking about the nigga that or the bitch that's every encounter I have, you want some what's that, who's that, you know what I'm saying? Secret number 5. Do what you want is a motherfucking trap. You heard me? Sir, proceed at your own motherfucking risk. When we say that, we do not mean do what you want. We indeed mean do what I want you to do. Okay? Don't say I ain't never told y'all nothing. Number 6. Sometimes we ask for honesty when what we really want is reassurance. Do you think she prettier than me? There are technical answers. Don't be over here acting like y'all better act what Julius do on Everybody Hates Chris. My man was like, she didn't know what to say. I think both of y'all are attractive. If you don't think she's attractive, how you notice it was me? How you don't think I'm attractive? Whatever she said, but my boy played it smooth. He made it up out of there without smacking him upside his shit. But yeah, it's technical answers, and then it's answers that allow you to remain alive. So, like I said, choose wisely when you're answering that type of shit. We just want to be reassured. We want you to let us know that we're your queen. I'm the most beautiful woman alive. Mirror, mirror on the wall. My man on the wall. Who is the fairest? Don't say the wrong fucking answer. 7. Women can emotionally check out before they physically leave. Now, I think we all know that with men, women, this is old ancient history. When the arguing stop, that's not peace, bruh. You not getting peace. That's evacuation. She locking all her shit back inside, compartmentalizing, throwing it out, locking, throw away the key. and moving the fuck up out of there mentally. And the body is shortly to follow. So, all right. Number 8, sometimes we keep a backup. Well, all right. Not every woman, because I don't keep no backup for the record. Since I be having to clear up shit, I be wanting people to clear up shit. Let me clear that up real quick. Not every woman, but let's quit pretending only men keep options warm. That friend the friend that she swear means nothing, sometimes he really means nothing. And sometimes he's the emergency exit. Sometimes he really means nothing, and sometimes that's the nigga that she planning on getting the fuck up out of there with. Know the difference. You just gotta know the difference. I can't let you know how to know the difference. I'm giving away too many keys then. Number 9, we sometimes tell our friends the version where we look better. Ladies, I know that one hurts. I know that one hurt. Cause I've been guilty before. Like, and I ain't gonna say I was trying to make me look better, but I definitely left some shit out there. Probably would have had my friend like, bitch, but why you do that? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we leave that shit out. There ain't none of nobody business. You told them what he said. Did you tell them what you said first? No, I didn't. No, not this time. I was gonna tell them after we beat his ass. What the fuck? Number 10, women could love a man and still not know how to love him well. Same for women. Same for men. How we feel like a man could love us, they ain't loving us right. It's the same. That's why I'm doing this. Free the guys. I'm so tired of my guys being chained by shit that we do too. Bitch, you should know it because you do it. And I'm a honey. I'm going to sit here and say it. I'm going to say it for y'all. We're going to say it together. I'm going to let y'all sit with that one though. But to the guys, here's the shit that we actually want. You know what I'm saying? Like, when women, we test y'all, you know what I'm saying? We make it confuse y'all. But a lot of men come with their own misconceptions of what they think a woman want. When in reality, if you just open up your ears, your mind, a woman will tell you exactly what she wants from you, what she needs from you, or what she desires to have, period. You know what I'm saying? For you to be able to accommodate her need. With that being said, consistency. And not the temporary princess treatment for a few weeks and then the emotional layaway. True consistency. True showing the fuck up. 1. Emotional safety. Can I tell you something without you mocking me, dismissing me, punishing me, telling everybody, or using it later? Come on, fellas. To feel chosen. And not simply, you're my girlfriend, but I move like losing you matters to me. It's the worst thing that can happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Affection that isn't always a down payment on sex. Touch her without grabbing ass sometimes. Kiss her without expecting the bedroom. And hold her because you like holding her. Aww. It be the small fucking things. The little intimacy. The things that we experience without our bodies actually exposed or being penetrated or entering each other's. That type of intimacy. That's the type of shit we want. Leadership without control. A woman can want a man who leads without wanting a dictator. It's a difference between, baby, I got us, and you're gonna do what I say. A hell of a motherfucking difference. I'm a rebel without a cause. I'm sorry, baby. I can't wait for you to tell me what I gotta do so I can do the opposite. We don't want that, fellas. We want to be led. Accountability without but you. Ooh, this the one for me. Sometimes I hurt you, I was wrong is the whole fucking sentence, the whole statement. That's all that needs to be said. No but. You heard me say it before. Anything after but is bullshit. Just take accountability for the role that you played. And with that being said, I'm going to have to ask my ladies to come to the front. Because court is now in session for us. Because we're trying to explain to these men what we want versus what we don't, what we really mean versus what we said. You know, trying to get them some clues and some hints and tips to navigate this crazy lady world. I can't overlook us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's okay. I know y'all by this point I'm kicked out the chat. It's okay. But we gotta take accountability as well. So my first charge is gonna have to be expecting men to read our fucking minds. You said nothing. There was absolutely something. Then you got mad because he believed you. Ma'am. You said nothing. Stop saying what you don't mean. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Charge number 2, weaponizing his vulnerability. There is nothing worse than a man opening up to a woman and being soft with his woman and being intentional and speaking what's on his mind and his heart, and a bitch turning it on him. No different than if the roles was flipped. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get out of that, ladies. Calling men soft and all this other type of shit. They're human. They feel. They're people. They were once babies before. You know what I'm saying? Like, he tell you his dad made him feel like he wasn't enough, and 6 months later in the argument, that's why your daddy didn't fuck with you. Shit like that. Or he just confides in you with some shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he told you that one of his friends made a pass at him, and you turn around in the argument and say, that's why you and that nigga such and such gay. Some shit like that. Like, bitch, then you want to take all in the group chat talking about why your man won't open up. Bitch, you know why he won't open up. Every time he fucking open up with you, you tell everybody every time y'all argue. You know what I'm saying? So I got to charge y'all with that one. With that charge comes public humiliation. That's going to be my third charge. Some women to talk to their man in public in a way they would never tolerate him talking to them. And everybody laughs because she's just sassy. No, disrespect doesn't become empowerment because a woman delivered it. On my soul. I don't like that. And if you feel like that's the kind of tone or whatever you want to carry, kill that shit and get home with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do the demasculating a man, especially your lover, your partner, your spouse, your king, your leader. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with that shit. Now, pusso, I definitely disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But again, I don't lead with that. So I'm charging y'all. We got to stop doing that to our men. All that public, out loud, big mouth ass shit. Let a man be a man. Like, and you got to pick a struggle. You got to pick a side. You can't complain about this man not being a man when you're demasculating him. The man has nowhere to grow. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, I'm charging y'all with that. Number 4, punishing the current man for the last man. Your ex cheated. So now this man can't have female coworkers. Your ex disappeared. Now he has to report every moment. Your ex lied. Now every inconsistency is evidence. Like, at some point, is he your boyfriend or is he serving probation for another nigga crime? Hello? Hear me. Because we cannot, as far as I'm concerned in a relationship, every new situation has a new slate. Period. Now, I may carry with me in the back of my mind experiences and different wisdoms and knowledges to be able to have better discernment moving with this new situation. But I am not one of them people. Like, I do not make another motherfucker do the time for somebody else's crime. Like, it's just ridiculous. So I'm charging y'all with that. Charge number 5, using sex as a currency or punishment. Now, I myself ain't one of those. Like, I'm more of a mental sex, mind fucking kind of person. So I've never felt like sex was a punishment. You know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying? It's punishment for me to not have it as well, because if I'm not having sex with you, I'm not mentally there with you. So it's a whole nother level for me. But I'm just saying sex should always be consensual. Nobody owes anybody access to their body, like I said before, but we can still talk honestly about deliberately using intimacy as a reward or a punish system. You piss me off, so you ain't getting none. Or, you know what I'm saying? Is that solving the problem? I don't think that's solving the problem. I personally think that's just trying to exercise some power and placing yourself in a position to find out that you're actually powerless. Because here you go crying on your homegirl's shoulder because now that man then went and found him some coochie. Because they're going to do it. Charging y'all with that, because ladies, we got to stop. So with that being said, my last one, I'm matching his energy. Charging. This is one of the most childish things I have ever heard anybody say. let alone a woman. So what you're saying is you've decided to become toxic too. Two what they say, two wrongs don't make it right. Look at that. So yeah, I ain't fucking with that. I ain't trying to hear that. I did it because he did it, basically. I know you are, but what am I? You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. So with that being said, I'm gonna drop now. Since I didn't charge my ladies, I done brought them to the front because, like I said, this ain't men right, this ain't women wrong, this ain't women right and men wrong. This is we meet in the middle to figure out how we can meet each other better. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm gonna give y'all the things that women say versus what they might mean. Fellas, I need you to draw in. I need you to hear me. If the lady says I'm fine, there's probably an investigation pending. She's fine for now, until she finished collecting her evidence. If she says do whatever you want, God be with you. Because if you do whatever you want, you're probably going to get murdered. Do not do what you want. And if you is going to do what you want, consult with her and see what she think that should be. The fuck? Who's going? She wants you to list every female. She don't give a fuck about them niggas that's there. Who are the hoes gonna be there? I don't care. That means I have never cared about anything more. Literally. So when you ask her about some shit and she says she don't care, she lying. She's pretty. Your next 7 seconds are extremely important. You better get the fucking spitting out exactly who she is, where she came from, what she tell you, all of it. You don't have to give me anything. That is a test of character, my guy. You absolutely got to get her something. Soon as you come back with you something, you don't got her something, the look on her face is going to be like, well, you didn't give me nothing? Look at that. Make sure you get it something. Why you smiling at your phone? Hand it over. Just go ahead and do it. Just give it up. Just go ahead and hand over your phone. Go be with her then. Do not go be with her then. That's a few of the things that I know for a fact when they say it, they don't mean it, fellas. And for y'all, I just want to run this little bro, you did it type shit. I got to run this. Because while some of you niggas should be released, some of y'all is exactly where the fuck y'all should be. Let's talk about that. So, bro, you did that shit. If every ex is crazy, at some point we gotta inspect the common denominator. Hello, sir. I mentioned that in the red flag episode, y'all. That's a big red flag to me. Everybody crazy. You cheated 6 times and keep calling it a mistake. A mistake is putting diesel in the wrong car. You literally maintained a subscription, bro, 6 times. You did that shit. You want a submissive woman, but don't provide safety. Don't provide safety, stability, or leadership. You don't want submission. You want obedience. And that, my guy, is a different conversation because I barely obey the law. You call her insecure after deliberately creating insecurity. Now, this has always been nasty work to me, boy. Like, a woman can come whole, confident, light on the heart, you know what I'm saying, open, ready for love, and a motherfucker could I'm talking about her, ruin her, you know what I'm saying. And then, like I said, now she's going through your phone, and now she wants an explanation, and now she wants your location and all this other shit, and now she's delusional and doing too much and all this shit. You set the tone for that, you know what I'm saying. If you acting sketchy and you being suspicious and you cheating on her and you lying to her, ain't no she crazy, or you know what I'm saying, you the one that's delusional. Anyway, that ain't what we're here for. You demand respect while humiliating her. Respect isn't male only currency. Bro, did you do that? I hope you ain't do that. You want her body but don't know her mind. Sir, bail denied. Y'all have to do better. While I'm trying to get y'all the keys into us, I'm also trying to help y'all look in the mirror and see yourself. So you got to take what you can get from this episode. This ain't just no lady podcast. This episode is for y'all. This is for the guys, free the guys. I'm trying to get y'all out of some of these jams, but like I said, y'all gotta help me. I can't take you further than you willing to go yourself. This particular thing that I'm moving on to, fellas, I want y'all to be more conscious of where y'all be going the fuck wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas just be saying and doing anything, and a lot of the consequences that y'all suffer could just totally be avoided. Y'all just don't be knowing how to avoid them. With that being said, it's about time for me to smoke. Y'all know I've been talking too long. Got the mellow back out. I got my Q cord. I've been done reading her 15 minutes in. I told you I be having too much to say. I need to keep my phone with me. But anyway, this particular portion of the show, I'm literally just about to give y'all, like I said, some statements that's really capable of turning traffic court into a murder trial when it comes to a woman. Like, y'all literally can turn anthill into a mountain with just some dumbass rebuttals or some shit you say. So this is just me running some of that shit down so you can avoid it, hopefully, in the future. Calm down. Don't tell me to calm down. This is exactly what they gonna say, verbatim, what I just said. Don't tell me to calm down. Please don't tell a woman to calm down, especially not at the peak of her anger. It's so many other things you could choose, ways you could choose to die. Don't tell her to calm down. You sound like your mama. Or you sound like my mama. Bitch. And I ain't your motherfucking mama. Stop saying that, niggas. My ex didn't care. I wouldn't give a fuck what that hoe cared about. Now these, like I said, I'm sure the ladies got some. They in the background. Put this on. These are some ones I've had personal encounters with niggas saying to me that just make me want to wild out. Like, fuck is you talking about? You gained a little weight. Now we about to fight. Bitch, what my weight got to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? I can't relate though. I kind of pretty much been the same, give or take a few pounds up and down. I can't really relate to that one, but I've heard it before. I didn't technically lie. Bitch, and I'm not finna technically slap you upside your motherfucking head. That's what I be wanting to do, y'all. But I try not to get violent or antagonize men because I'm just not one of them. I'm definitely gonna fight to the death. But I didn't technically lie is fucking insane. You know what I'm saying? Because that means that you were well aware of the technicality. That's how I feel about that shit. I knew you'd get mad, so I didn't tell you. How the fuck you know what I'm gonna get mad about if you ain't never ran that past me before? So if you ain't never tell me, how you knew I was gonna get mad? I don't be wanting to hear that shit. She understands me. Niggas be trying to run that shit when they be talking about they friends. When women be wanting explanations. Who is this woman and why you talking to? She understands. Well, help me understand. Because how you help her get there? Simple, niggas. You're too emotional. Oh, now this one just hits home for me. I've gotten that before. And it really grinds my gears. Because what the fuck is too emotional? Am I in touch and you're not? Because what the fuck is too emotional? These are the emotions that I feel. Like, what? I never got that one. Like, what do you mean? I'm too emotional. Yeah, okay. Why can't you just let shit go? Let shit go? Yeah, I'm telling you, these really grind my gears because let it go. It's a lot of let it go people out here. I'm not one of them. I'm a let it be resolved kind of person. I want to talk about it. I want to figure out the reasoning behind the behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not no let it the fuck go. Nah, the fuck. And the undefeated heavyweight champion, it's not that serious. Nigga, it is now. Like, I hate for a motherfucker. I'm a firm believer in if I feel it, it's valid. I hate for a motherfucker to try to downplay or, you know what I'm saying, make it seem like I should feel a different way or less. It ain't, like I said, it ain't that serious. Bullshit. I don't like that bullshit. That's just a few. I'm sure there's more, but fellas, do better. This is how that shit be escalating. I was just fine before you told me I sound like your ugly ass mama. Type shit. Take a step back. Hear your woman. Because 9 times out of 10, they be right. They be coming with the real shit. It just be taking y'all a while to wrap y'all little simple ass crackerjack brains around this shit. That's how y'all end up finding yourself doing shit, acting rash, acting an ass, and then crying every night, all in your sleep, blowing up, writing novels in her DMs, all that shit. Just take a second to think, fellas. So wrapping that up, this one here is what the show is all about. This particular segment I'm calling Free Him. Time for the verdicts. So case 1. He wants one night every week with his friends. What we doing? This the part where I be needing y'all to drop y'all shit in the comments, because I feel like personally, one night, piece of cake, piece of pie. I'd even be okay with 2 or 3. Like, I'm a Capricorn. I need my own alone time. I need my own space, baby. I need to pray, journal, manifest, do some spells, collect some rainwater. I be doing all kind of shit. I need my days. So I'ma definitely have to say free him on that one, because let that man free. Y'all be so mad that the man want to go do something other than your ugly ass. You supposed to have 2 separate personalities. Opposites attract. Shit like that. Like, you can't be walking around with fucking 3 legs all the time. Let that man go. Free him. Free the guy. Case 2. He don't want you going through his phone. Is privacy automatically secrecy? I feel like no. If he don't want you going through his phone and you don't have no valid fucking reason to even want to go through his phone, leave that man alone. And by valid reason, I touched on some of these in that red flag episode. That phone on that gut and not that butt all the time, or it's always on vibrate, or he creeping off on the calls late night, different shit. Ladies know, they know how to have discernment. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no motherfucker. I'ma say free him if he don't want to get, if he don't want you going through his phone. I feel like, yeah, man don't got nothing to hide, but I don't want a nigga going through my phone, and I don't got nothing to hide. But I don't want you to see how I talk to my friends, or, have no motherfucking direct line to the group chat. Now you all in here judging my friends and don't want me around them because of XYZ and all this extra ass shit. So, yeah, I ain't with that one. However, like I said, I'm going to say free him if you ain't got no valid reason. Now, case specific, I'm not the ruler of your life. Do what you need to do, sis. Case 3, he needs an hour after work before having a serious conversation. Baby, free that tired man. He tired. Understandable. I need to let my brain rest too before I tackle some shit. So yeah, if you want his undivided attention, yes, let that man rest. Case 4, he doesn't want you discussing your sex life with your girlfriends. Is this controlling or a reasonable relationship boundary? Absolutely a reasonable relationship boundary. You shouldn't even want to discuss your nigga dick with your bitches, simply because you just never know who's who. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to set yourself up for having your man snag, because bitches do be out here snagging niggas. Quick snagging, quick. quick snagging and hurry clip. That's they nigga now. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say free him, because yeah, I don't think that's a huge ask. You know what I'm saying? Keep our business and how I'm fucking and dicking you down so I sell. Yeah, that's not a bad ask. Free him. Case 5, he doesn't want your ex hanging around. Is that a boundary, insecurity, control? I'm gonna have to say the court's divided, because it just, again, depends on the situation. I am a bisexual female, so I don't really see too many men saying they don't want, a woman around, regardless of what the relationship was. But I can understand if there's a reason why, or they've seen something that this person is displaying to you or for you, why they wouldn't want, them in your space in that sense. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the court's definitely divided. It depends. I don't know. Depends on the ex, depends on the current, depends on the situation, depends on how y'all left it off, depends if y'all have kids. So yeah, it's just depend on a whole bunch of shit. It's debatable. In case 6, he cried in front of you once and now you're less attracted to him. Ooh, talk to me, loves. I had a man cry on me a few times. And I'm such an empath. I could never, loathe somebody that decided to open up like, oh my God, yes, tell me everything. Cry, baby, get it out. That's just how I feel. And I wouldn't want it done to me where a motherfucker throwing up, you know what I'm saying, how they was there for me or what they might have did for me or how they was there for me. Or, oh, your bitch ass was crying. So I would absolutely never do that to a man. So to say that I'm unattracted to him after is, you know what I'm saying, y'all gotta pick a struggle if that's a real thing, because again, I get help with some of my content, so all this shit don't just be coming from my head. This be me bouncing ideas off of friends, off people, you know what I'm saying, elders, different shit. And if that's a real thing, y'all do better. Like I said, y'all making these niggas regret opening up to y'all, and y'all making it harder for women like me. But that's why we talking about it. We trying to figure ourselves out, figure out how to handle people, give each other some grace so we can do better in life. So don't be scared. Don't enter the group chat. Re-enter that motherfucker. So moving on. After all this shit we done had to free the guys from, we gonna get into this relationship expungement, because I have a problem with the ladies that, forgive the man and then still be, you know what I'm saying, condemning him to whatever she forgave him for. And men do it too. But again, ladies, this ain't about us today. I'm getting kicked out the group chat for the niggas. So with that being said, what are you still punishing somebody for? Something they admitted, something they apologized for, something they corrected, something they stopped doing and never repeated. And if all 4 happen, what exactly will satisfy you? That's the question we asking ourselves. If you are still haven't forgiven somebody for something that they admitted, apologized for, corrected, stopped doing, and never repeated, what exactly will satisfy you? Because forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting, but forgiveness also can mean I reserve the right to stab you with this forever. So the hard question is, have you forgiven your partner, or have you just granted them parole? Sit with that. And again, it's for the fellas, but whoever could take the message, whoever it resonate with, take it. Are you still condemning people to something that you said you forgave them for? Are you still calling this man a cheater who hasn't cheated since? Because that'd be the biggest one. Like, sometimes people make mistakes and they just never do it again. Now, I know that's not the case for most situations. I know women like to think once a cheater, always a cheater, blah, blah, blah. I'm just not one of those people. Cheating is no different from any other kind of addiction or change that people shake all the time. So again, start giving these people the room to grow. If you're going to forgive them for something that they did, forgive them completely. Nobody's asking you to forget. Please move off experience. However, allow them the freedom and the room to actually do what they told you they would. And the moment they don't, beat the shit out of them. That's what Stoney do. But with that being said, I want to give my men, after hearing all of this, and what you could do, what we say versus what we mean, all this other shit, I want to give y'all, like I give in all the episodes, I want to give you a little survival guide, some rules to live by. And again, this ain't law. This is just what Stoney feel from her heart, from her experience, and with some shit I feel like can help you grow. So we gonna start with rule 1. If something changes, tell her before she discovers it. Boom. Easy. Rule number 2. Stop calling every emotional reaction nagging. Sometimes she's telling you exactly how to keep the relationship. Bingo. Like, I be so fucked up behind these people that when you trying to communicate with them and open up and say what you mean, and they ain't trying to hear you, and you difficult, and you emotional, and you nagging, and here we go again, and all this shit. And then once you gonna give up on that shit and get up out of there, now everything that you just was turned down and it was nagging, all this shit you ain't want to hear, you so open and susceptible for now. Let's not do that no more. Let's be better people. Rule number 3. Don't embarrass your woman to impress men who ain't going home with you. Is Tyrone gonna suck your dick, bruh? I mean, in some cases he is, but generally, listen, you know, embarrass them niggas, because you got to go home with that bitch. That's all I'm saying. Rule number 4, learn how she receives love instead of only giving love how you like giving it. What worked for one may not work for the next. What worked for the last may not work for the next. Simple. Learn to love people how they need to be loved. And if you have to ask. I don't think anybody's ever been turned down for trying to figure somebody out. I mean, if they do turn you down for wanting to learn them, leave them. Go learn somebody else. Rule number 5. If you fucked up, confess before the evidence introduces itself. Simple. Sometimes the best thing you can do for an already fucked up situation is tell the truth. Tell the truth. Equip a motherfucker with what they need. Men, equip these women that y'all is hurting out here in these streets with what they need to know to be able to fight the enemy. And it may not even be their enemy, but you have brought this enemy to their doorstep when you did what you did. And now look at you looking how you're looking because the bitch that told on you. Tell first. Be a man. Take some accountability. Do what needs to be done. Tell her first. Rule number 7. 6. I'm sorry, y'all. Rule number 5. Can a bitch count? Rule number 6. Never make another woman feel powerful at your woman's expense. Abso-fucking-lutely. The minute you make a bitch feel like she got one up on me, bitch, I'm putting 2 up on both of y'all. On my soul. You heard what I said. This is Stoney's, guys. These is Stoney's rules. These is my commandments to a better motherfucking life. You heard what I said. Rule number 7. Stop making vulnerability something you only expect from her. Hello? If you want her to be open with you and you want her to express her emotions to you and you want to always know where she at, bitch, you got to come up off something. Plain and simple, nigga. So remember that it's a 2-way fucking street. Rule number 8. If you want peace, contribute peace. You cannot bring chaos home and complain that the house isn't peaceful. That one is baby rule number 1 for me. I should have put that one first. You cannot disrupt my motherfucking peace or meet me with motherfucking chaos and confusion and expect me to bring you peace. I, in fact, don't bring nobody motherfucking peace but myself. You got to come with your own motherfucking peace. So that's how we gonna go on and end that one. Something that one on up. From the beginning, you need to be peaceful. You can't meet me with no bullshit because I am peace. The fuck? Rule number 9. Date your woman after you get her. It ain't fucking over. Because the same way you felt about her at day 1, every day, it's a nigga feeling like that done seen her, or that she done rejected, or that she had to turn down, or that she had to get up out her inbox, whatever the case. Don't ever feel like the job is done. The same vibe that you met her with is the same vibe you need to continue to have if you want to keep that woman, because that's what she signed up for. And rule number 10, if she's repeatedly telling you something hurts, stop arguing about whether it should hurt. Her feeling it is valid enough. That's what makes it valid, to feel. Let that woman get that shit up off of her, and then you figure out resolution of how you can regain her trust or make her feel better or whatever the case. Stop telling her it don't hurt her, you being dramatic, and it ain't even that serious. The shit I said before. Let's stop doing it. And just when y'all thought that was all for the men, that I was badgering y'all, telling y'all got to get it right for the women, I got something for their ass too, because I always do. It ain't on one side, it ships over it. This a 2 ship. The fuck? We got a front and a back. Hello? But these is the Free to Guys commandments.
I